Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We have an intimate congregation tonight, and I'd like to first welcome the confirmation class from First Methodist Church, right, in Fullerton. I believe, is that where Reverend McGowan used to be? First Christian. So First Methodist is on Orange Park? Commonwealth in Pomona. So we are glad you are here, and our service with two songs, Ma Yafeh Hayom, How Beautiful is This Day, and Hine Ma Tov, How Good It Is for us all to be together. And then the teen choir will start with Vayar Elohim.
Hine tov me'od, Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, Hine tov me'od. Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, Hine tov me'od. Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, Hine tov me'od. There was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od. Va'erev, va'boker, tov me'od. Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, Hine tov me'od. Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, Hine tov me'od.
We welcome Shabbat by the lighting of candles, and so I would like to invite all those who are celebrating birthdays or anniversaries during the month of April to come up and lead us in the candle blessing on page 120. 120. Or if it's your half birthday. If it's your favorite month. If anyone played an April Fool's joke on you today.
Oh, it's April 1st?
You didn't know, Jake.
Wow, okay.
Okay, Lila will come up and do the candle blessing.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those that kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tivanu l'chag l'fnei shel Shabbat.
I probably should have introduced myself to those of you who have not met me. My name is Miriam Van Ralt. I am what am I now? I am the Director of Education, Temple Administrator, and soon-to-be Director of Community Engagement and Communications for TBT. And it's my honor to lead services tonight because Rabbi Nico and Noga are celebrating their first Shabbat as a family of 5. Noga gave birth yesterday to a beautiful baby boy. He was 9 pounds something, 22 inches long, and she came home from the hospital today, so they are spending Shabbat at home. He will be here tomorrow morning, though. So our service continues on page 128 with Shabbat HaMalkah. The translation is below the song at the very bottom of the page.
The sun on the treetops is no longer seen. Come gather to welcome the Sabbath, our Queen. Behold her descending, the holy, the blessed, and with her the angels of peace and of rest. Draw near, O Queen, and here abide. Draw near, O Sabbath bride. Shalom Alechem, Elohei Shalom. Hachama Merosh Ha'ilan Od Nistoga. Bo'u v'netzei likrat Shabbat HaMalkah. Hinei yoredet hakadosha habrucha. Ve'imam malachim shalom u'menucha. Bo'ui, bo'ui, HaMalkah. Bo'ui, bo'ui, HaKalah. Shalom Alechem, Elohei Shalom.
We continue with Lecha Dodi, a welcoming Shabbat as if Shabbat were a bride. And as we reach the last verse, we will actually stand and face the door as if to welcome a bride during her wedding. So we continue now with Lecha Dodi.
Shabbat
Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. La 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 la. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. La 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 la. Tov le'odot l'Adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha elyon, l'chagid b'boker ha'sefa, ve'en l'natzah b'leilot. Alei asor v'alei navel, alei higayon b'chinor. Alei asor v'alei navel, alei higayon b'chinor. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. La 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 la. Sadi kadama yifrach, ka'eretz b'vanon yizkei, shetulim b'veit Adonai, b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafriku, od yinuvun b'seva, t'sheni rananim yiyu, l'chagid hi ashar Adonai, tzori v'lo avlatabo. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. Mizmor shir le'yom HaShabbat. La 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 la.
We separate the introductory prayers for Shabbat from the main part of our Shabbat service with the Chatzi Kaddish. There are actually 5 different Kaddishes that are done during a traditional service, Chatzi Kaddish being the half Kaddish, which we will now do now. May be seated. We read at the bottom of page 148 in the English together. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. And once we finish talking about the physical realm of God, we talk about God's love of Torah and our establishment with a relationship of Torah. Ahavat Olam, page 150.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, uvnim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, Okein Adonai Eloheinu b'shokvenu, kuminu ma'asiyah b'chukecha, v'nizmach b'divrei toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla, ve'avata al tasir, mimenu le'olamin, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael.
Three weeks from tonight, we will be sitting at our home table celebrating the festival of freedom, Pesach, Passover. The Michamocha prayer is contained in that story of Pesach, and if you open up a Torah, you can see the Michamocha and the Song of the Sea, which contains Michamocha, as the stepping stones as the children of Israel left Egypt and traveled on their way to the Promised Land. And so Michamocha is a very joyful song, and we sing with our choir in that triumphant melody.
Malchut Achara Uvanecha Bokei Ayamoki Moshe Zeilianu Ve'amru Zeilianu Ve'amru Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed Michamocha Ba'elim Adonai Michamocha Nirder B'Kodesh Norati Lodo Sefele Norati Lodo Sefele.
We continue at the bottom of page 160 in the English. Please join me. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, O guardian, to renewed life. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and hunger. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Vishamru, page 162. The Amidah is the focal point of our worship service on Shabbat and during the weekdays as well. During the weekdays, it's a series of 19 blessings. On Shabbat, it's 7 because we don't ask for things. And so we start together by asking God to open our mouths so that our words can be heard. Following that, we will continue silently with the rest of the tefillah from pages 166 to 181, and you may be seated when you have finished that section. Please rise. As we do each week, we turn to the words of the Mishaberach, a prayer for healing. Our congregation's list of those who are in need of healing is longer than it should be. But if there is somebody in your heart whose name you would like to mention tonight, we'll go around the room and please feel free to mention their names. For those mentioned and those in our hearts, we turn to the Mishaberach prayer, which is at the bottom of your program outline. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha L'Imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha L'Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We turn to page 376, prayer for our country, for our congregation. Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion in prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. For our country, please join me. Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free, to break off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry, and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing, and do not ignore your own kin. If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be found in body and spirit. Amen. And a prayer for Israel. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, Bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. And shed light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. And now, I think there must be somebody here who has a birthday in April. If your birthday is this month in April, please come. Your wife's. I was going to say, I know your birthday's in October. So come on up. Noah's coming up.
It's not his birthday.
Not quite. So please, we don't have the wireless mic, so introduce yourself, Judy,
Like you don't know.
and tell us when your birthday it is, and if you so choose.
Okay, my birthday is today.
Woo!
I'm a fool.
You are. Care to share how many?
73.
73.
Hey,
Awesome.
I'm still around.
Happy birthday. Yes, Stephanie?
Stephanie's birthday is today. Not today. Her birthday is this month, April 26th, and she's quite a bit younger than I am. That's it.
And younger than I am.
Uh-huh. Whose birthday is it in the Siegel family? Your birthday. Who are you?
My name is Tracy, and
When's your birthday?
my birthday is tomorrow on April 2nd.
And how old are you going to be?
I'm gonna be 11.
11, double digits. And so we say Yom Huledet Sameach and Shehechianu Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Shehechianu V'Kimanu V'Higianu Lazman Hazeh. We praise you, Adonai, our God, for keeping us alive and for helping us to reach this season. Amen.
Are we doing anniversaries too?
Are you an anniversary? Oh. Are there any other anniversaries this month?
I guess we're
The
it.
one and only. So you can introduce yourselves again.
Okay.
And
I'm still Judy Kotkin. And Bernie. And on the 7th, we will be celebrating 53 years.
let's see if I can find that special reading.
Okay.
Here it is. Okay. In the fullness of this day's joy, we turn in thanksgiving to the eternal source of blessing. We give thanks for the strength that has preserved and sustained you and permitted you to reach this hour. In the midst of family and friends, may you look back in grateful reminiscence upon the years that have passed since you first pledged your hearts to one another. Many and varied have been your experiences since that hour, many and mingled occasions of satisfaction as well as disappointment. May you recall the joys that sweetened your lives and remember the storms that shook you as well. In bliss and trial alike, O God, you have been with them. So may you continue to bless them with your presence in the years to come. May the coming years be ones of good health and contentment, of unclouded happiness in the circle of family and loved ones, of unbroken service of love and caring to those who are far and those who are near. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu, v'kimanu, v'higianu, lazman hazev. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. Mazel tov and
Thank you.
happy anniversary. Oh, good. Yay. All right, it now says I should do a Devar Torah. And so, you're going to get comfortable, right? Yeah. Because this is going to be long. Not really. So I was thinking about what's going to be happening this month on our calendar. And of course, as I said before, 3 weeks from tonight, we will be celebrating Passover. And one of the things that I know a lot of people like to do is have people over, and I was at the dentist today getting my teeth cleaned, and it just so happens that the hygienist's name is Malka. So she was telling me all about how she changes her kitchen over and how she has all these people over. And I started to think about the different people who have sat at my Passover table in the past. People from all different walks of life, all different religions. I like to share the holiday with all of my family and friends. Sometimes the crowd is small, sometimes it's large. But I actually, those of you who are on Facebook, know that I posted a question today, and I asked, if you could invite anybody to your Passover Seder, who would you invite? And I got all kinds of interesting answers. And so I'm going to first ask our children, if you could invite anybody in the world to your Seder, who would you invite? One person, or yeah, if it's it could be a couple. But if you could invite somebody to your Seder, who would you want to be sitting there? Sydney.
My idol.
Your idol, which is? Okay, so it's Sydney's idol. Mom doesn't even know who it is? I'll bet Josh knows who it is. Okay. Is it someone from American Idol? No, okay. But somebody famous? Oh, Eli says Nitzan and Juliet. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, is Juliet back there? There's Juliet, and Nitzan is one of their other friends who's the rabbi's daughter. You know that if Nitzan comes, so does the rest of her family, right? Okay. So who else would you want to come to your Seder? It could be somebody who's alive or not alive.
Okay.
Gabe.
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. That would be cool. Can I come? Yeah. Yeah. Josh, who would you want to come to your Seder? With Tom Brady. Okay, got it. Good. Okay. Anybody else up here? No? Yeah? Your best friends. That's a good one. Okay. How about for the adults? Who would you want to come to your holiday meal? If you celebrate Easter, it could have been your Easter meal, Passover. Ariel? Your grandfather. Do any of you have tablecloths that have the wine stains from past Seders on them? Those are great. Those are great. Chris? Your father-in-law. Yeah. Great. Sophia? That would be a very special Seder. Who else? John.
My grandfather-in-law and my grandmother-in-law, Helen, and my other grandparents-in-law, Vic and Eunice, the ones I didn't get to meet.
Yeah. Anyone else? I would love to have my parents at my Seder. The last Seder that my father was alive, I had lost a ring that he had given me for my birthday in February. And the night of the Seder, just before we were about ready to start, my son came running in and he said, Mom, look what I found in the backyard. And it was the ring. And so this little pinky ring is that ring that was found, my own personal afikomen, that personal thing that was found. In our Seder, we are instructed, let all who are hungry come and eat. Halach ma'anya. It's one of the songs that we sing. Let all who are hungry come and eat. And so this year, as we gather together for our Seder, Think about the empty chairs that might be at your table, those who you would love to have had sitting around there with you, and bring their stories back to life as part of your Seder. It makes that meal so much richer and more meaningful. Amen. Tomorrow morning, we have our bagels and Torah as usual, followed by our Shabbat morning service. Rabbi Nico will be here, even though he probably will not have slept all night. Coming up next Saturday evening on the 9th, we have our murder mystery dinner event. If you have not made reservations yet, it's going to be lots of fun. We have dinner, we have a whodunit play in our social hall. We'll be sitting around the dinner table while the play is going on, and at the very end, everybody gets a chance to try and figure out who was the murderer. And so it's a lot of fun. And then we have the second night of Passover, Saturday the 23rd, our community Seder. So please remember to make reservations for that as well. Tonight after services, we will be having Israeli dancing. We have a new dance instructor, Yael, who is joining us for the first time. And she will teach some very easy dances that everybody can do. If you're a more advanced dancer, there will be room for that as well. Our Onig is sponsored by those celebrating birthdays and anniversaries in the month of April. And we now turn to the Aleinu, concluding prayers for our service on page 586. Please rise. You may be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This week we remember the Yortzeit, the anniversary of the death of the following: Esther Jordan, Mildred Schechter, Nathan Ackerman, Hy Pesner, Sue Sturba, Nathan Appleman, Jeanette Page, Stanley Barnett, Alfred Dubois, Pauline Doxwell, Robert Bialowski, Robert Sloan, and Erwin Wolf. It is also the Shloshim, 30 days following the funeral, for Oscar Cockless, uncle of Ted and Linda Jazz, Mark and Joe Jazz, and brother-in-law of Sidel Jazz. Cheryl Leatherman, sister of Stephanie Avdi and sister-in-law of Cantor Avdi. Howard Goodman, longtime TBT member. Alfred Scott, father of Denise Spalter. Selma Beckerman, aunt of Steve Belasco, and Barbara Goldman, aunt of Lila Pesner. For those named and those in our hearts, if you would like to recite the Kaddish on page 598, you may do so by rising and joining with me. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam l'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba min Shmaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Huya aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. May their memories be a blessing. Zichronam livracha. You may be seated. And to close our service, we will join the choir with Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. May peace come to us soon.
No, stay here. Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kulam. Salam, Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam, salam. Salam, Aleinu ve'al kolam. Salam, salam. Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kolam. Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kolam.
Before we close our service, I'm going to ask our children to go find their parents, grandparents, adopted parents, whoever brought you tonight. And as is customary for Shabbat evening, we bless our children. And if you don't have your child here, we bring them to mind by closing our eyes. If you don't have your parents here, you can think about how they would bless you as well. And parents, you can say with me, Yisimech Elohim, Ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May God grant you the blessings of Ephraim and Menashe. And for our daughters, we say, Yisimech Elohim, Kisara Rivka, Rachel v'Leah. May God grant you the blessings of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and guard you. May God show you favor and be gracious to you. May God show you kindness and grant you peace. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us in the social hall for our Oneg Shabbat.
So that's